Hey everybody, I got a review for you today on a Java Maduro cigar by Rocky Patel. See, I haven't even opened it yet. I picked this up, I think it was yesterday. It's not extremely fresh, but it hasn't been sitting around too long either. Oh, I love these cigars. You get a real big chocolate smell to it. Mm. I've had these before, and they are a fast burning cigar. Oops. The leaf isn't held together real well, so it just a big piece of it ripped off when I sucked down a little bit. Yeah, even doing that, I can clearly taste the chocolate. With this particular cigar, instead of the traditional guillotine cut, I would suggest I believe it's called a punch. I picked this one up at La Casa, as well as the cigar it was pretty cheap. This was about $2. This was 10, I believe. Anyway, to use this, you line it up with the back like so, and you twist and push gently, and it will cut through into the base of the cigar like so. Then you just pull it straight out, and it leaves a nice little cut, a nice circular cut. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit left in here. You just push that little brass button like so. It shoots the blade back, clearing it. Alright. It already tastes really, really nice. I love these cigars. Alright, let's you might wonder why I'm doing this. I'm doing this with a butane lighter to get a nice even burn on it. And the flame isn't even touching the cigar. It's more like I'm scorching it. Mm. It's a fast burner. It will burn down really quickly. This one I'm getting a lot of the leaf off in my mouth. I'm definitely getting chocolate, the chocolate flavor. The more I puff on it, the more I get a chocolatey taste. It's a nice mild cigar, not really harsh. And even with me smoking it, I can smell. It smells like chocolate in the air to me. Uh, like I said, it's a fast burn. As you can see already, it's starting to go real quick. I would definitely recommend picking one of these up. La Casa is the one in Toledo that I go to. They also have a store called Port Royal. You can look both of them up on Google Maps or on yellowbook.com. You definitely find them relatively easily. Now, the people that are watching this might be your first time with cigars, so I'll give you a couple pointers. You do not inhale a cigar. I am not inhaling that at all. A allowing the smoke to fill up my mouth and to get the flavor from the cigar. You do not want to inhale because it's much harsher than a cigarette, and you will cough and gag and in all likelihood throw up from inhaling on a cigar. Now we can cover the different types of cutters real quick. Like I said, this is a guillotine. This is a stainless steel one. I picked this up for, I think it was about 20 bucks. It wasn't real expensive, but it's nice to have when I go out to a cigar lounge and I'm there and I can cut my own with this. Different people like their cigars differently. Some people prefer to use a wooden match. Some people prefer butane, which is what this is. I prefer butane myself, just ease of use for one. It's nice and hot, so it really does light the cigar quickly. You do not want to use something like a Zippo. A Zippo will impart flavor on the cigar from the gas that is used inside the lighter. You don't want to use any type of gas that has any flavor, and you will ruin the flavor of the cigar. Now, most of the time when I go to the cigar lounge, a cigar will last me anywhere between an hour and a half to 2.5 hours, depending on, of course, the cigar I choose that particular day and how quickly I'm puffing on it. Like right now, I'm not puffing on it much. As I mentioned earlier with the cutters, this is, I call it a punch. I'm not sure if that's the correct name for it, but it's the name that most accurately describes it. It has a blade on the inside edge down here. When you push up on the pin attached to my keys, the blade pops out, and then you grab your cigar, you push this against it, and you slowly twist and push in until it pops through. You pull it back out, you press that little button right here over your ashtray or over the garbage, and the blade, I have to use my right hand, the blade will retract in, and it will pop out the small amount of the leaf and tobacco that is left inside the blade, because you can see that it extends out pretty far. And when it pops back in all the way, and it's covered here, so you can't cut yourself. Then, you know, this is a cheapo. This is only I think it was like $2 or so. It wasn't really expensive. I really enjoy these. Where was I? Putting out a cigar and leaving it for later. Traditionally, you let the cigar just burn out on its own. Most cigars you can do that with as long as they're a slow burn. This particular one, if I want to put it out, I actually have to cut the cherry off, and then you want to blow through it to keep the smoke, the stale smoke out of it. I just want to take one more puff and take my cutter. Now, I do it this way to avoid burning myself, but you can just stick it right over the end of the cherry if you're comfortable enough. This one I'm probably going to have to. These are square-shaped cigars, so they're a little bit harder to cut. Try and get some of the cherry off on my ashtray. Then you try to go down a little ways, about 1/4 of an inch or so, and then just... I'm trying to cut it. It's not wanting to cut. Hold on. And then you just pop it like that. It's out. Did you see the smoke come out? Yeah, that's what you want. You don't want that stale smoke in there, because it will ruin the flavor of it for later. Shit. I got cigarettes in my ashtray and they're catching on fire. Okay. That's how you put it out. Oh, here's a good thing that I didn't know when I first started smoking cigars. The paper on here, how it's on there when you buy the cigar, that's how far down you're supposed to smoke the cigar. Most of the time, that's exactly how far down you want to smoke it because it will start to get stale after that. Not stale, it will start to burn your mouth after that. Well, guys, that's all that I can think of for this review. Please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you got any constructive criticism for me, that's my speech impediment. If you got any constructive criticism, don't don't hesitate to share it. I don't mind trying to make my videos a little bit better. Alright guys, you have a good one. Later.